Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Get away. Switch.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, lock it. Deep dribble.
Looking to throw. Costello. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, exit. Hey, stand up.
You got tight. Right
there.
Snap. 2nd and long. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see? What I thought I saw. Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run here with Balazs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Check 59, right?
To throw on 3rd down. Stanley. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3 down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Stanley. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked out by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Mills. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Double.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the screen.
Protein spill.
Check 52.
Let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mills. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Look at me. Score.
From the gun, Mills. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo.
Just like that.
Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50.
I smell fear in that offense.
Big grip.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't hit it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Topper!
2nd and 9 now. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throw caught here by Byrd. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Stanley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times?
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Got it. Check right. Watching you five. Hey, Echo. It's our field. 5.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Looking to throw. Mills. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come up in an offset eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Leo! Snap!
From the gun, Stanley. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
55's my guy. Bam.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Back to throw. Mills. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hot. Check. Hey, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Off the play fake. Mills. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off-play action. Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
50.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Defense. Slam.
Hey, zoom. Ready.
On 1st down, Mills. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Ballage. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo.
I got you, son.
Hatchet. Sponge. X3. 218, chopper. Lead grip.
Off the play fake. Stanley. Looking deep for Adams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Freeman. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Mills. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Go now. Hey, Tuesday. Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. 55's my guy, 55. Hey. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check right. 5.
Operating from the gun, Mills looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Mills. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
Let's get this.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Balaj. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
80 weapon.
On the toss, here's Balaj. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Buzz.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
On 4th down, Stanley. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
45. Y'all not ready.
What? Hit it.
They run it with Balaj. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Don't say nothing.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Balaj. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards on 1st and 10 is counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. And that's complete to Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Tackles.
Bravo.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Coming. 51's the mic.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the